Great way to start the stream. Just about knocked my. Hi guys. See how quickly I get killed. Out of here. So, welcome in. How are we doing, guys? Yes, I am so close to 30,000 subscribers and kind of insane. I never expected that reception. Ever. Thought I'd get to like maybe 5K and then just kind of bottom out. But you guys have proven me wrong, so that's been interesting. Oh, you got melted by a dibble with crit. Yeah. A Raptor's rough this patch. I haven't even played it until I started growing this one last night. Figured I'd try and do another Raptor documentary type video. Oh, is my volume here? Let me try and turn up my mic. Is that a little better? Yeah, I don't know why this screen is so dark. Let me. It's odd. I don't know with this thing. I'm not incredibly smart when it comes to streaming software or any of the other anythings, to be honest. Let's see. Look at the settings somewhere. I'm just on my server, Meta's Den. Um, Settings. There we go. Output. Maybe. Will this thing let me increase the bitrate? We can pretend. Nope. Apparently this one just doesn't let me go above 6,000 for the bitrate, which is silly. Yeah. It's a YouTube thing. We'll put it that way. It's a YouTube thing. Yeah, I am not going to try and fight trikes. That would be silly as a lone raptor trying to survive. I am completely avoiding the early Rex. I have nothing to do with content that is not released by the developers themselves. I know that they've said that they're okay with people messing with it. I personally disagree with doing so, and so I will not be doing so. Yeah, Raptor's pounce is incredibly buggy right now. I do not intend on pouncing unless I panic like I did last night when I was messing around with it. No, I don't stream on Twitch. Oh, that's better. Turn the light up. Dryo stream when? When Dryo is able to burrow. I don't know. Dryo just doesn't really have a lot to it other than, like, you know, run and hide. And run and hide. And you know, hide and run. So it's just not the most conducive for for streaming. It's hard enough to do videos on it. So Rules for Rex when it does release. I guess I want to see how difficult it is to keep them fed. Oh, there's another raptor there. I don't. There's a group of cannibal raptors on the server, and I don't want anything to do. Um. So yeah, we'll just have to see how difficult it is to keep them fed. If it's as hard as I'm anticipating it being, then mega packs of Rexes shouldn't be a problem. Any more than mega packs of Trikes are a problem, because they simply can't feed themselves, and so you don't usually see more than like 3 at a time. Yeah, the server's been going pretty decent. We haven't had any major issues. We've had to, unfortunately, fairly recently enact a group limit across the board because people cannot seem to consider the experience of all players. And so we were getting groups of, 15 Ceratos and 15 Carnos and so on and so forth, and it just makes it really difficult for people to enjoy. So now the group limits across the board are 10 for everything. Just to make it a little bit less ridiculous, even though, it's still ridiculous to run into 10 dibbles or 10 Carnos. But it keeps the general officials feel more there. Even if there are some level of group limit. Yeah, it was mostly for other people that I enacted the group limits. I was fine with it myself, but that's me, the chaotic person who enjoys fighting mega packs of 15 raptors and packs of, 7 Carnos on my Tenno and so on and so forth. But not everybody enjoys that, so I have tried to be accommodating for those who don't necessarily want to get mobbed by 15 raptors. Hello. No pack limit on Trudons. Trudons are scary, okay? Honestly, Trudons are terrifying. There was a group the other night that wiped out 2 of my friends as adult Carnos. Like, Trudons are tough. 150 slots on the server, 61 currently. We should fill it. That would be fun. Yeah, the group limits are just to make it a little bit more reasonable, especially for solo players. But like I've seen multiple actually fights between a mega pack of Carnos and a solo stego. And one of those 2 actually ended up being I was in spectator mode because somebody had reported mixpacking, so I was watching for it. And ended up watching a fight between 8 Carnos and a stego. And a good chunk of the server ended up moving over to try and watch. So it was like a little mini event by the end of it on the server, and it was just kind of fun. I like when there's those natural, somewhat chaotic things that happen. There will likely be events. They probably won't be on the survival server itself. I'll probably pull up my backup server to do events on, just so that people who want to continue to play and grow normally don't get interrupted by, say, a fight night or Carno jousting. That's an event I really want to do. Oh, thanks, Enigmatics. But... Oh, bunny rabbit. Yes, Fudgy is correct. The most yeah, Carno jousting. Okay. Okay. So the whole idea of Carno jousting, and I came up with it a while ago. Maybe I won't tell, because then somebody else will take my beautiful idea and do it before I get the chance. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Should we do Carno jousting tonight? That might be fun. I think we should do Carno jousting tonight. Yeah, yeah. Because I'd like to stream again tonight. I think that we should do Carno jousting tonight. It should be fun. We'll see how it goes. Oh, hey, Poutine. The joining a group just to kill them thing, I have considered adjusting that. I did add a rule slash adjusted one of the rules because we had a few people who were joining voice chats and then killing the people in the voice chats. So that is no longer allowed. You cannot join a voice chat, get their location, and go kill them. It's just scummy behavior. I don't agree with people treating others so unkindly. Yeah, that happens in every server. If you don't explicitly make rules against certain things, people are gonna act like a bunch of turds. They just can't be kind. I don't know why. People just can't choose to be kind. Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, so the jousting thing, essentially you get a raptor and you have it pounce onto the back slot of a Carno. And then you have another raptor bounce onto the back slot of another Carno. And then the two Carnos joust. And whichever one knocks off the raptor, wins the joust. And we'll just do kind of a... People will show up in teams. You know, you and one friend, or we can team people up if they don't have somebody. And we'll just do that, and it will be funny. That's the whole... It's just to be fun. Yeah, they'd be jousting the... Oh, hello, Dibble. Touch me. They would essentially just be trying to knock the other raptor off. Yeah, see, I haven't had too many issues in general with people misbehaving, but I also tend to just avoid people unless I'm trying to kill them, so there's that. Hey, Outcast King. Oh, it's going well. You know. Summertime. It's hot. Kids are chaos. It's great. Probably won't do it with Trudons. What does the winner get? Good question. Maybe I'll donate a couple of free mugs or something to the winners. They get the winning team will get a mug from my merch shop or something. Iniquity. You're just coming to misbehave. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, Hipsies and Dryos can hang around each other. They're really not going to be able to do much in general. But we've had some issues with a few groups that have been trying to skirt the rules and find the gray areas, so we have to be a little more strict on mix packing behaviors. Oh yeah, I've had merch for a while. There's a link in the description if you want to look at it, but I'm almost done with my Land Dino merch. I just have to actually, you know, stop being lazy and put it together and put it in the shop. I've heard that Daisy is similar in some ways. I haven't looked too much into it, though. Merch is fun. I like making merch. Even if I don't actually sell any of it, I like making it just because it's fun to draw goofy things to put on mugs and t-shirts. Yes, Land Dino. I'm not 100% happy with the colors of the Dino on it, so I may recolor him before I push that one through. Yes, exactly. You can make whatever you want. No humans on the server right now. They're not developed enough. So I haven't put them on, especially because, like, they've got their silly little gun thing, and it's a bit excessive in how much damage it does. And so I don't want a bunch of humans running around just shooting everybody. Yeah, no. Rule breakers just happen. They do their thing. We've had to get more and more strict, which kind of sucks, because I don't like being a tyrant. I just want people to behave. But, you know. Why am I headed away from Highlands? Because I just go where I want. Honestly, I'm barely paying attention to the screen. I'm just watching the comments. Third partying, we can usually tell pretty easily if it's mixed packing versus not. We get a lot of reports that people think is mixed packing and then it's actually just a third party. But it's as easy as just like, we look at it, we look at the players. Are they still anywhere near each other? Are they still fighting together? Have we seen them fighting together in the past? That kind of stuff. We've had very few actual mixed packing incidents. They've happened, but most of the time it's just been third parties. Oh, the guns shoot. I think if you're talking about them being on Petite, I think Poutine found a way to disable the guns so that they shoot, but they don't actually, like, do damage. So that they can only punch and kick. But I'm not that smart, so I don't know how to do that. So I'm just not messing with them at the moment. Oh, you were... Yeah, I don't think anything came of that one. We've had a few incidents where, like, it was actually mixed packing. But most of them, it's just been, like... somebody was fighting something else, and then, like, a Cerato or something came running in and attacked the dibble or whatever. And so the Raptors or whatever were still there, but Gateway has provided you a chicken. Yes, Gateway will provide. There are Raptors nearby again, man. I'm getting hungry. I need to go find some food that's not just me wandering. I mean, Petite is for, you know, everybody has their preferred play styles. I don't have a problem with Petite. I I've played on it multiple times in the past. I will probably play on it in the future still when I want a different type of existence. So I think it's ideal to have different types of unofficial servers with different types of experiences, because what works for me and my preferred gameplay style may not work for other people. And so having different types of servers and different rule sets and all that stuff, I think is wonderful. Trike's damage, the thrash damage I do think is much too high for the current roster. But the current roster is not supposed to be hunting Trike anyway, so it is kind of understandable. Yes, the yummy lack of pixels in the forest. It's great. Hey, Platinum Blue. Welcome in. There's less AI, however, it's not invisible. I mean, no, it's not turned down. We usually get up to about 400 AI on the server at any one time. I disabled turtles so that they would stop overspawning, and they still spawn, but they don't overspawn. So there's that. It made it so that everything else kind of spawns a little more reasonably. Otherwise, fish are broken. They just are this patch. There's nothing I can do about it personally. So, I don't know. We'll see when, that way. We'll see when the devs push the next patch. That sounded like something like that. But until we hear from the devs, I don't have any more information than you guys do. Yep, fish is just broken. I mean, turtles are out there. They just aren't overspawning to the point of filling the server with 4,000 AI and bogging the server down, needing to be wiped, once an hour. Because that's what was happening, is we would get 4,000 plus turtles and crabs, and no other AI was spawning across the rest of the island. You got clickbaited. I mean, the game itself is good. I can't complain. I play it literally daily, so I really cannot complain about the game. Packy is still broken. It needs some love. Raptor is very buggy right now. The Pounce specifically is incredibly buggy. But otherwise, Cerato's fun, Carno's fun, Dilo's fun, Tenno's fun. Dibble can be fun. I think Dibble's more fun on here where there's mega packs than it normally would be, just because there's things to actually challenge it. Oh, that's a boar. I can kill it. The pack limits on here are just 10 across the board. No more than 10 people. Yeah, it's fine. I got a boar. We're good. I'm good at ignoring my hunger. I mean, it might. Hopefully, Aloe I mean, I'm sure Aloe will have its own special little perks to it. But none of those are in right now. Rex and Aloe, the footage you're seeing is a prototype that is at least 6 months out of date and was data mined from within the files. It was not released by the devs and is not officially implemented in the game. So I have not been touching it, and I will not be touching it. Elders should be coming. In the most recent dev blog, they mentioned that the Elder system is ready, I think, and will likely be implemented in the Rex Horde test for testing, but we'll see. Yeah, I watched a group of 5 or 6 Carnos kill a Dibble last night on here. Good fun. Always good fun. I think it just makes it more challenging for the herbivores, um, which makes it a lot more interesting to play them. Crouch sprint will be implemented. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Aloe will have its ambush speed from Legacy. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If Aloe is intended to be an ambush predator that pops out of the bushes and runs you down, then so be it. Yes, you'll learn to avoid the bushes. No, Rex and other unreleased creatures are not available on my server and will not be available on my server. They are all 6 months out of date. Oh, thanks, Dominator Commando. I am glad you're enjoying the server. I don't know, I don't feel like the Cerato changes were that dramatic, to be honest. I have killed just as many Ceratos with my Carno as I was before. It just changes a little bit how I approach them when they have a body. I don't even know where I am. I'm just wandering at this point. Yep. Yeah, the bushes like to make noise. I love the bush changes, to be honest. I have hunted so many things using just the bush noises. It is beautiful. I didn't like them at first when they were super incredibly loud, but now that they are more reasonable sounding, it's really cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot less Ceratos this patch. But I mean, they're still out there. I've played quite a bit of Cerato. I've been playing quite a bit of Cerato. I've played quite a bit of Carno. I've played a lot of Dilo. I've played some Tenno. This is my first time playing Raptor this patch. I played a little tiny bit of Pteranodon. But I've never been super duper like Pteranodon centric type of person. I am in a forest, yes. Yes, AI are on the server. Oh, there's Dilos nearby. Yeah. Not big enough to deal with Dilos. Have I tried Hipsy? A little bit. I haven't played too much Hipsy. Yeah, there's been a lot of Carnos, and that is because Carno got a very mild change to how much damage the short charge does versus the long charge. They both do the same amount of damage now. So Carno's short charge can wipe you out just as quickly as a long charge, just minus the stun. As a result, Carnos are quite strong when they utilize their charge. Hello. Nope, no body rules. This server is essentially just very similar to Officials in the amount of chaos that is allowed. The only big changes are no mix packing and no mix herding. And we've recently had to implement a no more than 10 10 players per group limit just because of issues with, you know, excessively large packs of Carnos and Ceratos and things. Yeah, you still need long charge for the stuns. The distance I think is shortened a bit as well. So you don't have to charge as long to do the stuns. Yeah, they plan on having sauropods again. They've got like Kamara and stuff in the plans, so yeah, no canny rules. The overall rules are really basic. Things like stream sniping and stuff are not allowed, and we've had to add a rule to prevent people from joining voice chats just to find the other people, like get their location and then go and kill them, because it's just crap behavior. People like to be jerks. I don't know why people like to be jerks. I don't see the fun in that. I would rather, you know, play in a sportsman-like way, but that's just different people find their fun in different ways, I guess. Oh, yeah, right now, at least for the rest of July, because the kids are home and because summer is just generally busy, I'm on an every other week schedule. So there will be a video tomorrow. It's done, it's uploaded. All I need to do is add the thumbnail. It'll come out at its normal time tomorrow. Next week there may or may not be a video. I haven't decided yet. I've got some footage for multiple different videos. I may just throw out this goofy Romeo and Juliet level interaction that I had on Officials a couple weeks back. But we'll see. What's the fun if I don't make other people's fun impossible? Oh yes. Oh yes. That's like the mentality of hackers. Goofy. Prophet of the Church of True. I need to play Trudon again. Maybe that's what I should do. Trudon again. The true changes are great. I just haven't. The one time I tried to play it the other day, the latency decided to just be incredibly impossible, and so I went to pounce a baby Tenno, and somehow ended up pinning Acro, who was like 50 yards behind me to my left. No idea how. Do I plan on increasing server slot count? Not at the moment. 150 has been plenty up to this point. And I don't want to go over 200. I just, once you go over 200, you have to do things like disabling AI and corpse wipes and stuff, and I just don't want to really deal with that, because it's annoying to hunt something and then have corpses get wiped, you know, 3 minutes later. Server player limit's 150 right now. When do I think they'll fix the fish? Hopefully before the next Horde test, but I guess we will see when they get it. With the next patch. Probably at the same time that they remove the files for the prototypes. If they remove the files for the prototypes. I don't think they've confirmed if they're going to do that or not. Only difference with the AI spawning on my server is I quote-unquote disabled turtles, and that fixed the overspawning, so it made everything else spawn normally. Except tacos. Tacos seem to be overspawning, but not in an annoying way. So, I don't know. But everything else seems to be spawning pretty normally, which is good. Oh no, your poor raptor. I know nothing about the Rex mechanics. I have not been looking at the prototypes. I've been avoiding all of the videos people have been posting on it. I'm just here. I'm just here doing my best and playing the game as it is released. Can't limit them, but by quote-unquote disabling them, it seems to have put them back into a normal spawning rate. They're still spawning. There's a lot of them. But they're not spawning at a rate of like 60 of them every minute. I did not actually play very much Aloe in Legacy. I was mostly a Dilo and Giga main in Legacy. And when I say Giga main, I don't mean I was going around killing people on Giga. I mean I was sitting watching the global chat and adopting all of the fresh spawn Gigas, bringing them to my little hillside and feeding them AI until they were also fully grown. Oh, what's that? Oh, just a goat. Goodness, he gave me a heart attack. I got jumped by Dilos like 4 times last night. I'm a little bit jumpy. Yeah, Raptor won the poll. Yes, very much Mama Giga. I did the same thing on Spearow with Stegos. I would adopt all the baby Stegos and show them how where all the food was and help them grow. It's just in my nature. I play a little differently than I used to, but cute little babies, you know. It's great. Oh yeah, Carno is a beast. It's really nice. I like Carno. I know there's quite a few people who don't like the changes that were made to Carno. I personally enjoy them. I find Carno very, very fun to play now. Am I gonna be nesting tonight? Probably not. I don't even have any other. I'm like avoiding other raptors like the plague because there's a group of canny raptors been wandering around the server. And I don't exactly want to get one-tapped by somebody pouncing me out of nowhere just because. How many charges does it take from a Carno to kill a Cera? About 5 or 6. If you hit him in the body every time. How many hours do I have on Avrima? I had about 300 on Legacy. I'm at 3,600 now. So a lot. Raptors everywhere today. There's a bunch of full-grown Ceratos near you. Yes, you are cooked. Oh, look, even more raptors. Up. Bye. Muppet. I've seen Muppet a few times. She's chill. I think I've played with Muppet once, actually. On Packy. I just gotta hit full grown before I'm willing to much. Cause, I'm probably gonna die in the first fight I get into, knowing, my existence on Raptor lately. Strikes, Gypsy, all in this area. Do I like mangoes? I love mangoes, okay? Like, I love mango. I am a mango fiend. I will buy the biggest mangoes I can find and eat the entire thing. Rip that bunny rabbit. You played with Fudgy a lot? Fudgy's great. Fudgy is really great. Farmer and the others, I mean, most of them are working. Fudgy's around. But I'm not planning on jumping in VC with anybody today. That... Raptors. Raptors everywhere. They're camping the food, you're gonna starve. Oh, yeah. Time to make your way elsewhere. My current favorite dinos on Avrima, Dino, Carno, Dilo, and Cerato are probably my favorites on here right now. More raptors. Strawberries are pretty great too. I can't eat a ton of strawberries at once, though. I can just... I'll eat an entire mango as big as my face in one, but I'll only eat like 3 or 4 strawberries at once. Get it, tiny thing! Get it! It's too fast! Cerato's there just because Cerato's fun to play. It's one of those ones that, like, I can go and hunt trikes, and I can hunt stegos, and I can hunt dibbles, and I can hunt basically anything. I can hold off mega packs of Carnos. Like, Cerato's just generally fun. The way that it works and stuff, it's just an all-around good playable. Oh, I might eat you later, Bradley. I mean, I've played on Petite many times in the past. I have survived decently well on there. The only thing that's difficult is hunting the herbivores. And that's just because, you know, they can mix herd. But I've grown raptors there. I played Dilo on there, I think in my previous Dilo video before I opened my own server. Yeah, Cerato should not be the trike hunter, but it is. Yeah. It's a little more difficult over there just because there's no AI. They're turned off. What do I think about Dinokairos? Well... Oh, come back here, you. Whoa. Got distracted. I don't know much about Dinokairos. We will see when we know more about it. He's somewhere in here. Where, though? I'm not... That's true. Hmm. He's lucky. Unless that was blood too. No, not Grand Plains. Not Grand Plains. You walk up and you tap your sniff key while you're standing over either their footprints or their blood. It will turn their footprints blue. How did I find the aisle? Funny enough, the gaming beaver. I used to watch Beaver all the time, way back when he was playing Legacy. And that was how I was introduced to the aisle. Yep, the OG Beavosaurus Rex. Yeah, sometimes I miss Beaver's Isle videos. I wish he would come back and play, Evrima. I think he just doesn't really enjoy the changes as much. The mechanics and things are really pretty complicated, and it's a lot to learn, especially when you're only playing it, casually, like he does. So... Thoughts on Evrima's Spino design? Well, considering I'm not one to pay too much attention to all of the dinosaur news and whatnot, I think it's great. No, footprints are around. They spawn. You just have to watch for them. They're white initially. They do seem to be a little bit further between at times, but... Do I play with Doki? I have not run into Doki in recent memory. Do I like being with noobs or not? I mean, I used to spend a lot of time teaching new players. I don't have a problem teaching new players how to play the game. A big part of why I play the game how I do and such is because it's my favorite game and I want it to be welcoming to newer players. I want new players who find the game to actually, like, you know, come and play it and enjoy it and stick around so that the overall player base is larger. Because the more people you have coming into the game, deciding that they like it and playing on a daily basis, the more the game grows. And that's a wonderful thing. So if we're always... If new players come in and they are met with extreme toxic behavior and nobody's willing to help them learn to play, and it's just difficult and painful from minute one, they aren't going to stick around, they're not going to recommend it to their friends, and the player base doesn't really grow very much. So, that is my personal opinion on new players and the general way that we, as current players of the game, present ourselves and the game as a whole. Yeah, it takes a lot of dedication to learn the Isle. No, I've not played with Owltime. He's AU, and I've never met him. My Raptor currently... Oh, I almost did not put... Thank you for reminding me. I almost did not put in my second mutation. I haven't been paying attention. Congenital and Gastro so far. Most dinos I'll usually go... At least for my carnivores, I usually go Congenital, Gastro, Photosynthetic. Or if I'm Dilo, Congenital, Gastro, Nocturnal. For herbivores, I'll almost always take Tactile Endurance. For my Tenno, I always have Reabsorption, Tactile, and Photosynthetic. Any thoughts on Bosch's community server? I haven't played it yet. I have considered going and playing it. Zyka? Booty? I've considered going and checking it out just for the lols. But as a local PvP chaos person more than a roleplay person, I would probably just be too shy to play on it properly. Do I know Llama? I have not seen Llama. I'll be honest, I watch very little Isle content these days. I just don't have the time. When I am watching YouTube videos, I'm not actually watching them. I just have them on in the background, and it's usually like podcast level stuff. My graphics settings. Yeah. They're all on high stuff. And so on and so forth. Oh yeah, that's my husky. Her name is Zyka. She is a goober. Will I play as a human? When they're more developed. Right now, they're just not very... They're not at a point in development that I am that interested in messing with them. But in the future, down the line, maybe. No, I have not tried the Rex, and I will not be trying the prototype Rex. They were not released officially by the developers, and so my personal stance is that I will not be messing with them. When it comes out on Horde Test, then I will go play it. But until then, unless the devs release it themselves, then I will not be touching it. Yeah, no DLSS issues. They happen sometimes, and then I'll just relog, restart the game, and they fix themselves automatically. I have Ark, I have 7 Days to Die, I have played Path of Titans, I've played Beasts of Bermuda. Honestly, I play more horror games than I play survival games. The Isle is my guilty pleasure game. I will play dinosaurs all day, every day, if I can. I don't know why. It just scratches the itch for me. The Isle is a special thing. Really just... No, I never went by Castile. I've always been meta. I've been meta for probably 15 plus years online. Have I played Dead by Daylight? I have not. I have not played Poppy Playtime either. I've played a few horror games. I just, like, I'm old. I've played things like Amnesia and Penumbra, um, and those types of things. I haven't played a ton of the newer horror games. Partly because the language in a lot of newer games is kind of excessive, in my personal opinion. But, that's just me and my sensitive self. Have I played Hades? No. Or Unknown Tapes? I have not played Unknown Tapes, I don't think. Is that the dinosaur horror one, analog horror one? Because I have a few things. Yeah, I've played Five Nights at Freddy's. Do I play anything on console? Yes. I have played Gears of War, I have played Halo, I have played Portal 2, and Portal, and other things. Originally, I played 7 Days to Die on console. Soma. I'll have to look into that one. I don't know any other languages. My husband speaks fluent Spanish, though. He spent 2 years in Peru. I definitely, I don't know. I've never heard of this hit game, The Isle, but I'm sure I would love it if I did try it. Who has died here? Self-killed. Has died here. This feels like a Herrera trap. I don't like that. Nope. Dead under a tree? No. We're just gonna move on. Oh, thanks, Lars. Actually, I've played Sons of the Forest, but I never played the original The Forest. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to that one. No, I've not watched any of those. What are my mutations? Currently, I have congenital and gastro. Where do I see the future of the game going? Wherever it ends up. I've been along for the long haul since 2015. Well, I bought the game in 2015. I'd been watching the game since early in 2015 when Beaver first started playing it. And I've just enjoyed wherever the game takes me at this point. I've not really had any significant complaints. And I trust where the developers are going with it. I'm a little bit nervous about the human aspect of things, just because I like my dinosaurs and I do my dinosaur stuff. But the way that it's been going so far, I am cautiously optimistic that it will continue. Do I know or listen to Epic the Musical? No. Not. A lot of the things that I watch... I mean, I love musicals. Always have. My favorite musical. So I'm a sucker for... maybe I just like... maybe I just enjoy torturing myself. I love tragedies when it comes to musicals. I love horror games. I love anything that causes extreme emotion. Ah, hello. My timing is so off on Raptor, it's been a... It's to lock in. Woo! Sorry. Tiny fat thing. Oh, don't touch it. If you weren't aware, Thrash has a broken hitbox right now. You gotta kind of avoid touching it. Or, ouch! When he's thrashing, because you will take the full brunt of it. Oh, touch it. Like... Oh, you look. Goodness, it's hard to see. Woods. There he goes. Anyway, so somebody asked where I got my enjoyment for dinosaurs. The aisle. I was never... So, this may come as a shock to some people, but I was never a dinosaur-obsessed person. I still am not really super dinosaur-obsessed, but the aisle... I don't know. There's just something about this darn game that, took over my everything. So, I'm a dinosaur person now, but not in the same way that a lot of people are. My enjoyment for dinosaurs is all related to the aisle. So now I have dinosaur stuff. I play dinosaurs. Here we are. Yep, I've watched all of the Jurassic Park movies. I like them. But again, my enjoyment for them is probably different than a lot of people, because I am very forgiving when it comes to... Oh gosh, hello. When it comes to, like, how movies are. If it's got dinosaurs that look somewhat like dinosaurs, if the people I don't like die, and if the show itself is, or if the movie itself is, like, reasonably enjoyable, then I like the movie. Oh, thanks, Let Us Go. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the server. That's all I want. I just want people to have a place that they can come and play and enjoy it and have a good time without all of the chaos that happens with hacking and stuff. Who do I think is the worst playable in the aisle? I'm not a huge fan of, like, I don't know. I don't enjoy, like, Dino and Herrera. I don't think that they're the worst playables. They're just not my playstyle. Bob, Pot, and other dinosaur survival games. I mean, I've played them. I'm not a huge fan of Path of Titans, and I do feel like a lot of the community gatekeeps it very heavily, which is kind of frustrating because, like, I would like to make more content on Path of Titans here and there. But I feel like every single time I have tried to post a Path of Titans video, the community itself is very, very condemning if you don't play the way they expect you to. And if you don't understand the mechanics, like, perfectly. And since I don't play it very often, I get a lot of very, very abrasive comments. Um, just about like, oh, why would you use that specific ability? That one sucks. Or why would you need to do this, or you don't understand how this works. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously I don't understand how this works, and I don't know the best abilities, because guess what? I play it maybe once a year. And so it's frustrating when I want to play the game just to play the game and maybe post a video because it's like, oh look, we killed some stuff and we survived and it was cool. But, you know, that's the struggle that I have with that one. Beast of Bermuda, I can't get into it. I'm sorry. I've tried. I struggle with it. The neon skins that just come naturally, and the overall, and maybe things have changed. I don't know. I haven't played Beast of Bermuda in probably a year and a half or more. But yeah, I mean, the last time I played Beast of Bermuda, I was like, okay, I'm gonna jump in and try and grow, like, I don't know. I think I picked Rex just because I was like, whatever, we're just gonna play something because it's fun. And quite unfortunately, my first and only experience that I had was a full-grown parasaur that walked up to my baby Rex, beat me up, and then just started doing emotes and following me around and beating me up and following me around and doing more emotes. Just being generally mocking and rude. And it's like, well, that's okay, that's not really a very nice way to introduce a newer player to the game. So that's why after that, I just, all motivation to even try and learn the game kind of went out the window immediately. On Path of Titans, I liked to play on Arizoa. It was my favorite set of servers because the overall rules didn't feel too oppressive at times, and it just, I liked the overall, they essentially had no mix packing, no mix herding, which is what I wanted from Path of Titans. But yeah, it didn't. They recently closed their servers, and I haven't had the motivation to try and find a new server set since then. Yeah, the realism of the Isle. There's not currently another game that even comes close to matching it for me, and I think that's where a big part of my enjoyment comes from. Is like, I can get really sucked into the Isle. Like, really sucked into the Isle. And it's immediately very, very, um, it's very easy for me to just completely forget what is happening around me and just feel like a dinosaur when I'm playing the Isle. Why no mix herding? Have you seen how strong the herbivores are in this game? They have all of the highest CC attacks. They have all of the highest damage attacks. They are all pretty well defensive-based animals. And the carnivores just don't have anything to match that. Also, they have the highest herd limits. And so that is why herbivores I don't feel like they need to mix herd. They simply don't. There's no reason other than, you know, making them even stronger than they already are and countering the few weaknesses that they have. Because, like, you walk up to a herd of dibbles. Say there's 2 dibbles. You know what you're getting into when you start that fight. You know how they move, you know that they are slow, and so you can take advantage of those weaknesses. Well, if you add a Maya into that, if you put a Maya with a dibble, now the Maya can knock you over. The Maya is fast enough to chase you down when you try and flee, and it cancels any ability to properly fight one or the other. How do I feel about land dinos? Oh, they're so scarce right now. They need to fix fish so I can have my land dinos again. I miss fighting them and beating them up. I did beat one up the other day, but... What about Pesky's server? I have opinions on Pesky's server, but I am not going to voice them. Yeah, exactly. 3 Stegos, 12 Tenos, 4 Packies, 2 Mayas, and 8 Dibbles. Definitely not overpowered at all. Nope. Hello, Triceratop Rhino. Oh, stream's going. We're just mostly just yapping. Chilling and yapping. Yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything chaotic, I guess. Going. How do the Mega Mix Packs sustain themselves? Well, you see, they get their Mayas to chase down every other player that they see, and then their Carnos and Ceratos finish them off, and then they eat everything in sight. It makes everything that is smaller than them just be an automatic target, because that's the only way they can feed themselves. On a full pack of Dilos at night. Nah, I'm not even full grown, farmer. I am still 97%. Any plans for an EU metas den? Maybe down the road. It's expensive to own a server. And owning 2 servers would essentially be like $140 a month. Which is just, it's kind of steep. So maybe down the road. But oh, how do the herbivores live? They inhale all the food and then they live on grass. Oh, absolutely. This game is not going anywhere. It is moving forward on a daily basis. They have, I think that this year, and as they're moving more into starting to add apexes and mid-tiers, I think... Oh my goodness! Hello, bro. Goodbye, bro. Huh. I think that this game is going only up. Goodness. Yeah, I mean... I don't like the idea of making people feel like they have to donate to run a server. Or to have a server. But as my channel grows and I can afford to have a little bit more leeway that way, then eventually, yeah, I wouldn't mind opening an EU server as well. I just started with NA because I want it to be a place where I can play and have good ping. So yeah, I noped out of there. No plans to add Dino storage. I've said it before, I am not smart that way. And I don't necessarily want to deal with bots and connecting accounts and all that hoopla that comes with it. So, do I live off of YouTube? No. My husband works. I do have enough. I do make enough to contribute, and I do consider YouTube my full-time job at this point. But like if it was just me, I don't make enough of an income to pay for my entire household. But I do make enough to be able to pay for the things that I need for YouTube. I can pay for the server. I can pay for the music that I use and all of that good stuff. And then have like I paid for our vacation that we went on back in March. So, yep. I mean, some people like the population control. I've had a few people asking for it on my server. I don't intend on adding it just because it's not, but the server's meant to be like officials. And so if things are overpopulated, things are overpopulated. But, I think the population control on Petite is great for the people who enjoy that more diverse ecosystem. You know, for the first little while that we opened the server, we did have a lot of hipsies and dryos and stuff around. I've got a multi-stream on Twitch. Oh, no. I don't want to try and deal with Twitch stuff. I don't know anything about Twitch. Yeah, player-on-player population control. Well, you did say you wanted to come and cause trouble in Nicronix, so yes, you are cursed by the server. Yeah, you don't make a ton of money in content. Good to know. I mean, yes, there are humans. The humans have technically been available to be turned on servers for quite a while now. I think the reason that you're seeing more human content is because Petite recently turned them on, and so people are playing them on Petite, and just having fun over there doing that. Uncurse you. Fudgy, send forth the uncursing. Alright, I don't... I'm gonna hunt stuff that's not going to just mow me down in 3 charges. Yes and no. I think if I had stuff set up to do so, I can keep track of like how many people are spawning in with different things at any one time. But I don't have all of that stuff set up. It's all just bot based. It checks and sees how many of each thing are on the server at a time. Bug is freaking out outside now. Alright. One moment. I'm gonna go bring in my dog. Because she's screeching. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's go see what kind of find. Any small tier? I want Minmi. I think Minmi is hilariously adorable. Also, Maggie. For all the hate that Maggie gets, I find Maggie hilarious and I want Maggie. Thank you, I have returned. Hello! We gotta go cause problems. Yeah, we all need a little Minmi in our lives. It's just so cute. How could we not? Yeah, Dryo burrows, I think, will come along with other burrowing species, honest. Yeah, humans are not developed. What we currently have for humans is very, very bare bones. It's basically just a human model that can kick and punch things. Good server for PvP. I'm biased. This is my server. I like my server. Lore accurate Raptor would be epic. I hope that it doesn't that it's more of a brawler and it utilizes its toe claws heavily. You're like, it's not healing. Rip. I don't mind Path of Titans Utah Raptor. I like Yudi more, though. We'll probably get Rex within the next month, I would say. I think adding finished humans will be detrimental. I don't know. It depends on how they're implemented and how difficult they are to make progress on, as well as how much damage their weapons do, and how easily those weapons are obtained. It sounds to me, though, like, it sounds very much like that is already being heavily considered as they are working on humans. So, I don't think that they will add humans in a way that will purposefully be incredibly detrimental to the dinosaur gameplay. I don't intend on removing any of the mutations that currently exist. If the developers change them and edit them and remove them or rework them, then awesome. But as it currently stands, I am just letting things be as similar to official servers as I can. Moment. What are you going on about, Jordan? You've been yapping and yapping. Nope, we haven't messed with the mutations. They are all exactly how they go. Aquaraptor. What do I think of a Stego-Dryo mix herd? I mean, it wouldn't be allowed. The Stego's not allowed to protect the Dryos. That's just how it is. If the Dryos want to hang around the Stego, though, I'm not going to complain as long as they, long as they chill. Yeah, the stream is mildly delayed. It just helps deal with potential stream sniping. Makes it harder for them to catch up to me. 1,300-mile walk for charity? What on... You are... yapping, bro. Yep, this is it's just a very basic server. I enjoy my basic stuff. I am not going to touch that. I recommend those guys don't either. I get the feeling that we got some sketchy happening. Like a Herrera. Would I continue doing a mutations guide? Probably not. I think that mutations are... The mutations that work best for people are the ones that work best for their personal playstyle. I'm a very PvP-oriented player. And so the mutations I choose are the ones that best help me create content that is PvP-focused. But if somebody is very survival-focused and their entire purpose is to survive and not get grabbed by a Dino, then things like reabsorption, whatever the eat to gain water and the slow water drain mutations may be what works best for them. So. Your group of Tenos got mauled by a trike here yesterday? Yeah. It happens. Yeah, one of these days I would like to open an EU server as well. But at the moment there are a lot of EU servers available that have decent gameplay on them. And I just don't want to pay an extra $70 a month at the moment, especially when this server struggles to stay completely full. Yeah, only pack limit is just 10 right now because we were having issues. And not everybody enjoys fighting 15 to 20 Ceratos. You finally perished. Rip. Oh, actually, that was a Tenno. Do we want a Tenno? Let's go get the Tenno. We're all gonna get ourselves killed, but let's go get the Tenno. An EU server is just a server that's based in... The server host is based in Europe instead of North America. This one's hosted in North America. California, to be exact. Yeah. Yeah, 10 I think is a fairly reasonable number. It keeps people from feeling too restricted in their grouping, but also makes it so that, like, I don't know, the overall balance isn't too skewed toward one side of the roster or the other. Yeah, the Carnos are still crazy. The Carnos everything will always be crazy. I just find it funny that, like, last week, when we were having the Carno plague, there was a lot of complaining about Carno being OP. And then this week, when we've had more of a Cerato-heavy, server... No, I missed! How dare you. As things have been more Cerato-heavy recently, people have gone back to saying that Carno is weak and Cerato's OP. It's just funny. You got jumped by a mega group of Tenos the other day? Oh, that must have been fun. Yes, come down here, sir. Come here. I don't want to fight him on the rock. We're gonna get ourselves killed up there. Come here, boy. How this goes. What level of Tenno this is? The Nibbler. Oh. The Kicker. My goodness. Fighting things on rocks is a pain in the butt. Gotta say. Now he's in a really sketchy place. Yeah, 8 Tennos versus 4 Ceratos, that's pretty standard for the course. Annoying spot to try and find. Nice! Oh! Get out! Get out! No! No! The bug! The bug! These are the problems with Raptor. Pounce is borked. And so you end up frozen there. We have a ride to where herbivores can't body camp. Nah, I'm not gonna add a rule for herbivore body camping. If their lives are so boring that they feel the need to body camp, then I guess they can body camp. Just a moment, Frosty. Yeah, Jordan, I don't want to have to mute you, but you're kind of being annoying. So... yeah, Raptor is pretty unplayable at the moment. Oh, hey, Thief. Yeah, no, it's... Raptor is special, okay? Raptor is special. Whee! Third partying is allowed. Temporary alliances are not. If you are going to third party, it is not to help the other players, it is to steal the kill and then to keep them from eating it. You can't work together to kill one player. If you jump into a third party, expect that you have to fight everybody. I'm not gonna force you to fight everybody unless you're a herbivore, but like as a carnivore, and you jump in on like a dibble fight, you better be biting at the other, like the carnos or whatever are also involved. Oh my good grief. Hello, sirs. Goodbye, sirs. Whee! Excuse you. I'm just gonna go this way. La 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 la. That was bad. Sorry, everybody. I'm not staying to save you. Woo! Yep, trike running to help a Tenno is absolutely not allowed. That is mix herding, which is a big fat no-no. They will be separated, and if they refuse to separate, they will be shrunk down to fresh spawn, which is super fun for them. They still coming? Or are we good? I don't necessarily want to run out of stuff. Yeah, speaking of third parties. Goodness. That was scary. Yeah, no mix herding was something that I felt was really necessary for the server. Just because herbivores are so incredibly strong, and I've never had, I've really never had a great experience with trying to hunt herbivores when they all just stick together because because they can all just eat grass. So, so video just enforcing it. I mean, we did enforce the no mix packing the other day. It was the people involved were not very happy, but it just is the way that it is. Where am I? Not horrible. Longer bleeding. Uh, Other raptors here. Best dino for learning PvP? Honestly, I'm gonna say you should try Cerato or Tenno. Those are the best generally for PvP stuff. Good, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the server. I'm enjoying the server. I've had a lot of fun playing on it. Oh yeah, the Carnos are still over there. We don't have enough raptors to deal with 2 Carnos at once. I see them. Yeah, he's right there. I am not a big Maya fan. I tried it again very recently, and I just... Oh, Maya. It's just not my playstyle. Like, I know some people really enjoy it, and some people are really good at it. I am simply not one of those people. I haven't seen any actual cannibals with the skin, but I have seen people trying to get the cannibal mutation with the skin. Yeah, if you hate Cerato, Carno's super fun. It's just a little bit more difficult because it's not very agile. And so understanding how to slide and stuff becomes very, very important with Carno. But yeah, Tenno is incredibly newbie friendly. Yeah, exactly. That's part of my problem with Maya is it has so many different attacks and they are kind of slow to go off that it makes it difficult. Which is fine, you know, it's good that it's more difficult playable. I just prefer to hit the button and actually have my attack go off when I expect it to, and I'm so used to Tenno that playing Maya, which is similar, but is slower when it attacks, is difficult to get that attack timing down. You still have a broken leg? What are you doing? How, I thought you already died. How did you break your leg again? Yeah, fighting good Mayas is fun. As long as they're not mildly laggy. The Dibble. Carnos are fighting the Dibble. Eh. I've seen some... I know some incredibly... Goodness. I know some incredibly skilled Carno players. I haven't fought a lot of the incredibly skilled Carno players, but I know of several, and they are terrifying when you come across them. If I could remove or tweak a dino, I would tweak Dilo. I want its clones to not do damage. I want them to look like they're doing damage, and make it impossible for you to tell if you are taking damage or not when the clones hit you. Did you get Path of Titans? I mean, some people love it, some people don't. I personally am not a huge fan of Path of Titans, but I don't mind it. It's just not... It's just not the Isle for me. I love playing Tenno. Tenno is so fun. Especially solo Tenno. Solo Tenno is like... It's my happy place. When I am just in like a really bad mood or stressed or dealing with a lot of anxiety, I will just get on solo Tenno. And it calms my troubled heart. We'll put it that way. Yeah, I can't go back to officials at this point. If I do play on officials, I find that I get killed by hackers usually within about 10 minutes of logging in. It doesn't take them long for them to find me, and they can and will target me, and have. And so that's part of why I made this server, is because of that exact issue. It's just that the hacking has become so prevalent, and they can't just let us have fun things and enjoy a game. And that's frustrating to me. Because I don't understand what they're getting out of it. I just don't. Should you get the Isle or save up for a new PC and then get the Isle? Depends on your current PC. If your current PC is really, really old and struggles with games like Ark or whatever, I would save up for a better PC before you get the Isle. Just because the Isle is quite heavy. And it tends to be very hit or miss on how well you can play it. If you've got a really low quality PC, you will... Like, you can play it, but I think you'll find that the game is less fun. Because your frame rate will be really low. Yeah, dying to clones on Dilo sucks. Last time I died to Dilos, you'll see tomorrow. We'll put it that way. when my Carno video comes out, it was, I made some choices. Put it that way. I made some choices. Yeah, when I first bought the Isle, it was... I had a really old PC. It's part of why I ended up, why I did so much, raising babies. Because my PC was so old that it could barely run Legacy. And so when Avrima came out, I could really only play Stego. Because Stego was chunky enough that I could survive a few attacks despite my really low frame rate. And I'm talking my frame rate was like 5 to 10 most of the time. So upgrading to a better PC a couple years ago um, completely changed the game for me. Baby Austro is adorable. I love baby tiny things. I will avoid killing tiny adorable babies just because they're tiny and adorable. It's just cute. Oh, that was the Dibble Carno fight I was watching last night. I watched it. I don't think he was hacking. There was some weirdness with his latency and stuff, but there was nothing. By the time I was watching, there was no weirdness at all. And I think he just fatal errored, which tells me he was probably experiencing some weird ping issues, and that's why it looked like he was hacking. Just because of latency stuff. Baby Ceratos are cute. Their little wow is adorable. Fake footprints, fake food, fake stamina, hunger, thirst bar, fake players, and fake text. I mean, I think that would be really hard for them to implement. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that player, but I didn't see any evidence of hacking when I was watching. Like, I noted him down just because every time we get an instance where it might be a hacker, we mark it just so that we know for the future if they get reported again. If we don't see any clear evidence. But all that info is just because I have admin on the server. If you don't have admin, you can only see the ping and FPS. An Australian server after EU. Oh, that would be... I don't even know if we could keep an Australian server full is the problem. Man, who died up here? What, Dibble? No. Yes, it's a Dibble. Oh. I'll take it. But I'll take it over here. Away from the, potential Herrera jumps. F2 honestly is not the best way to catch a hacker. Unless they, well, even then. Just because your replays are laggy. There have been many, many instances where, unless it's like a one-tap hack, replays are just generally laggy. There have been times where I have looked like I'm hacking in a replay just because it doesn't register things very well. Best way to report hackers is with a normal recording plus a replay or screaming at us to come in and watch while you're fighting them. I would play either Dilo or Tenno to start out if you're just getting the game. Tenno's really, really new player friendly in my personal opinion. You can turn on your F2 from the minute you log in until the minute you log out, and it will just record your entire gaming session without being excessively heavy on your PC. General good practice is you just turn on F2 as soon as you log in. That way, if something happens, then you just turn it off, and then you can go check the recording to get names and stuff. That just makes it easier for us to find who they are. And then, yeah, if you're recording the last 5 minutes or whatever, that helps us confirm if it was hacking or not. The in-game recordings are very tiny. They're like megabytes large. And it only records 10 before it wipes the oldest one. Went from 2 times speed to live. Yeah. Raptor is, something. Yeah, F2 is your replay. That's just how you turn it on. It's able to be super tiny because it doesn't record anything more than your movements around the map and what was rendered in around you. So it's not it's not like when you're recording gameplay itself, where it can it's like a 20-minute recording might be, you know, depending on the quality, a couple gigabytes. What dino do I want to see added the most? At the moment, Aloe. I think that it will be the most beneficial for the current roster. Aloe, then Kentro. I think both of them will be good additions. I think that Rex and Trike are being added a little bit too early, but I understand why the developers are adding them now. Something in the woods there. Tacky. Get up here, guys. Come on. I don't want to fight that all by myself. I'll get myself leg fractured and dead in 2 minutes. He booked it. Ha 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 ha, yeah. Oh shoot. That's the solo Carno. Should we take the solo Carno, guys? Try it. Up ahead. Oh, there's two. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. Nope. Gosh dang it. I think that they're adding it now partially because Legacy needs to go. And the sooner we get Apexes in Evrima, the sooner we can get rid of Legacy. Legacy is so out of date and just not a good reflection of the final experience that they want the game to be. I think that they are working toward getting rid of Legacy and making Evrima the facing part of the game. I mean, I would always like more dinos, but I think that there's some optimization that would be really nice to be added, ideally. Recordings should not affect your FPS. It's as easy as that. Legacy is still there because that's where all the Apexes currently are. Yeah, I think Aloe is getting there. I'm sure it's getting that they're working on many things in the background. Hello. Yeah, I mean, Aloe will be ready when it's ready. It'll come when it comes. That's always kind of been my mentality with this game. When new stuff arrives, then new stuff arrives. Until then, I enjoy the game how it is. Always have, always will. No, I don't have an EU server currently. It is just expensive to have servers, and at the moment, this one we can't even seem to keep full to 150 yet. So, gotta build the population, get things rolling nicely. And then when things are nice and steady that way, then we can move toward potentially opening an EU server in the future. Yeah, I figured. I mean, I think that the current roster works fairly well. They just everything has its bugs. And every time they fix one bug, another bug will probably pop up because that's just the nature of coding and such. So if they spend a whole bunch of time getting everything perfect in a patch, things will probably break again in the very next patch. So. No, I am not I will not be adding Aloe and Rex to the server. They are incomplete prototypes that were data mined, not released by the devs themselves. And my personal, opinion on it is that if the devs didn't release it, it is not ready to be released, and therefore I will not be touching it. Yes, Raptor gets one tapped by Trike. Can you join the server so you don't die of starvation? You absolutely can. Feel free. That guy, get him, get him, get him. Get the Harara! Beautiful. Does anybody need food? I cannot give Herreras a break. One of them killed my raptor while I was growing last night. Herreras get no breaks. Spinosaurus! Vengeance, yes. When is Rex coming to Metaden? When it releases officially from the devs. That is the only time that it will be releasing. After it goes free from Horde Test. What's the most annoying dino? Herrera. Hey, DP. Pteranodon can be annoying. I just ignore them and they get bored quickly because I don't react to them. Usually when they are bothering me, I am something big enough that it's like, okay, bud, go off, I guess. Oh, what were you, Ninja? I was probably watching, to be honest. If, that was the case. I like hiding and watching people fight. It's highly amusing. Yes, Pounce is still busted. It's part of the reason I haven't played Raptor up to this point. You're a Herrera? Oh, yeah, I probably missed it then. Oh, Pteranodon. Okay. Oh, what's that? Beach. Rex will go on to Horde Test when Rex is ready for Horde Test. Trust in the devs. They are doing their best. Maya. Stand, sir! Beautiful. did that happen? Do damage, Pounce. Oh, rip, Frosty. Stuck on people. Boy, rude. Oh, hello. Beautiful rock. 10 out of 10. Oh, that's a problem. Get him! Shoot. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Watch for the Herreras. Yeah, Maya likes to be buggy, like everything else. That is a little bit crazy. Yep, I'm on my server. It is a good server. I enjoy it. Why damage pounce and not bleed? Because I would much rather damage pounce it to death. He's not going anywhere. He's already fairly low stamina from all his attacks, I'm gonna guess. And I would much rather damage pounce it than, try and bleed it out, because bleeding it out takes a long time. Yeah, he's actually fighting back, which is nice. I like when they actually, give a good fight. Nice. Watch that rock. See, at this point, he's not going to be able to run away. Yeah, he can go in the water and knock us off. That's definitely something he could do, but he's being a good sport. Add some bleed to him so that he can't heal as easily. My Discord is called Meta's Diloden. What to do? Keep on him. Best we can. Going. Try jump and alt bite. It is a viable strategy, yeah. Problem is, it uses a lot of stam. How am I gonna handle Rex on the server when it's released? Well, that just kind of depends on how Rex is. If it's incredibly hard to survive because it's got really high food drain, then awesome. If it survives too easily, then I will have to look at potentially changing some group limit stuff. But in general, I'm not too worried about it right now. Man, I feel like my frame rate is all over the place right here. Like, literally, wow, my frame rate is definitely all over the place right here. I don't like that. What a pain in the butt. Nice. Get him, tiny thing. Nice. Woo! Nice. Get on him. Good job. You gonna go up the rock? It's just using the big rock to be able to knock us off easier. Nice. Oh, careful. No! Rip. I think he's low enough stamina, he's worried about getting pinned now. Yeah, the knockdown time for Raptor especially is really, really bad right now. Yeah, part of the reason why I hardly ever play Raptor right now. Because Bites is great, but it's not going to do enough damage quickly enough to really to be very effective, I guess. No, you don't. We're not doing that. Yeah, I mean, we can bleed out of Maya. It just takes a lot. If you can find a turtle, and you happen to have gastro healing, that would probably be a good idea. Pounce, damage pounce does not add to their tactile if they happen to have tactile endurance. Prevents them from, gaining that stamina to escape. Turtles are quote-unquote disabled, but they are not disabled. There's a dead one right there. It just fixes the overspawning if I disable turtles. Out. Nice. Acro is out of town. Silly. Still silly. Oh no! Well, that might be it for me! Woo! That was sketchy. This is where raptors have to be very, very patient. Oh, the Maya's just low on stamina, so he can't stomp very often. If at all. Alright, where's that Trudon? Oh, come here. I'm hungry. Come here, boy! You've been hanging around too long. You're a snack. Nope. Goodness, he's eating. Keep on the Maya, guys. Warp, come here. Alright, where's the Maya at? Over there. Oh no. Okay, I see him. Get some stamina. Put some bleed into him if we can. It would be good to get a little bleed on him just so that he can't heal as quick. Oh, hey, Fudgy. Oh, there he goes. Good job. Very nice. Yeah, I think Dryo's is intended to get burrowing, but otherwise we'll be pretty well. The same as it currently is. Was that you, Ferdinand? Very, very good fight, you guys. Oh, look, Rabbit got the true. We did it! Now I just need stamina. And a little bit more healing. Yep, lots of food for everybody. Yep, that Maya did a really good job for fighting that many raptors. And he chose to fight without just simply camping, which was very appreciated. What we got going on over there? Oh, it's a Gallimimus. Galley's kicking babies over there. Look at that. How many do we have here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We are at max raptors, I think. Oh, we might actually have one too many. Oh, who dat? Time to move. We got too many raptors in one place. Time to move. Can't break my own server rules. Oh, there will probably be a Carno jump scare moment. It happens. Alright. everybody has eaten, I am gonna start moving towards south. Yeah, the reason that I set the server, or the things the way that I did is because I don't want to have to deal with reports that are confusing. It's easier if everybody is, the same numbers. Oh, Cerato. Oh, well, there's the imminent Carno moment. Good thing I got out of there. Goodbye, guys! Rip everybody. I'm leaving. Well, rip everybody. Time to go. See, and this is why I don't stay in one spot for too long. I get my food and I get out. That's a little Dilo, isn't it? You. Come here. Gotcha. Oh goodness. Oi! Get him, Preda! Get him! Well, speaking of the canny raptors that hang out on my server, there they are. No, those are the canny raptors. They just run around being twerps like that. Yeah, so anyway, those guys exist. They're fun. As you guys can see, they are fun. Yup. I know who they are. I know exactly who they are. It's fine. Canny stuff happens. No, I don't think they were sniping. I mean, if it is who I think it is, I would like to hope that they are not also sniping. Come play Cerato instead. I mean... Where you at? No, they weren't mixpacking. That was just the canny raptors that hang around. They do that. No, they don't have the candy mutation. They just like killing other people. Because they can. West Rail Beach? Alright. Let me, ground myself. Oh no! Into the ocean. Cleaning up the bodies. No, I will not be playing Rex. Not happening. No, I don't stream on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna go, whoops, not that. I'm gonna go, elsewhere. Because Rex is not officially released by the developers. That is why. No Rex. I have no intention of playing something that the developers themselves have not released. There's a rule to not be a butthole in chat. But overall behaviors, I mean, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. As long as they're not like, you know, stream sniping or, yeah, I got killed by canny raptors. It happens. The dev said it was okay. They didn't release it themselves. I am not touching it. That's my personal opinion on it. I know the devs have said that they're not going to do anything to those who are playing with them. I personally would just much rather only play with things that the devs themselves have released and that are ready to be released. So I will play Rex when Rex comes out on Horde Test. That's my official stance on it. You were making a nest. Yeah, the Ceratos, or the Carnos just kind of came out of nowhere, didn't they? It's always the way with Carnos, though. Oh, kill him, thief. Those are the candy raptors. Kill him. Unless you're like a baby. Like I am. In which case, good luck. Yeah, Cerato can only get bile from rotten corpses now. I got killed by cannibal raptors. Remember how I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream that there's a group of cannibal raptors that exist on the server? Yeah, that's them. Yeah, I should probably change the stream title. That's a thing I can do. Changing the thumbnail, I think, is difficult. I don't currently have one set up for it. But, I can change the the title at the very least. There we go. Yeah, no, if it's the group that I think it is, they are known to invite people and they'll kill them. They're known to talk in chat and act friendly and then kill you. It's just how they choose to play the game. I don't necessarily agree with their choice of how to play the game, but it is what it is. Can't really be mad. There's not rules against it. Yep, it is. It's how they are. It's fine. People gonna be people. I do get frustrated by some things in this game. I get frustrated by how people choose to play the game sometimes. But it's my personal opinion that choosing to get angry over a video game, like, yeah, being annoyed is one thing, but choosing to get angry about things does nothing for anybody and only harms you as a person. So I will grumble and I will continue on and I will respawn like I always do. Because that's just the better way to play. I'll go find some fun and do some fun stuff elsewhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I know who they are. I know who they are. No, I just don't see a point in getting angry at it. I'm playing to have fun. And so generally when I stop having fun for the day, then I turn off the game and I stop playing. But we had a fantastic Maya kill. We had way too many raptors. and it was great. So I think when it comes to toxic ways of playing the game, it's basically just like I personally prefer to consider how the overall um sportsmanship is. So I find those raptors, for example, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't come up to calling. They didn't come up acting friendly. They came straight in. They pounced me, and I knew exactly from the outset, the minute that they approached, that they were unfriendly, and that's fine. If they'd come up to calling and, hey, are you friendly? Hey, join our group, and then they killed me, then that's just kind of really, really crappy behavior. So yeah, attacking your own pack members and faking friendly, I think, it's really toxic. And it ruins what little trust people can build in the game. Because, and I often say trust no one. There's a reason that I often play only with people that I know, and why I don't run around with randoms too often. And even when I do, it's like I've got my head on a swivel, prepared to fight back if they attack. But yes, people that choose to act friendly and then kill you is very unsportsmanlike. In this particular case, though, that group did not. Um, I find that just anything that really really is unfair to another player is just not ideal. So, you know, running around as a mega pack of 12 Carnos wiping out solo players, not exactly fair. Running around as a mega pack of 12 Carnos fighting a pack of 8 Tenos, much more reasonable and not something that I consider toxic. It's just generally considering like the overall experience for everybody involved in every interaction, whether it's a toxic way of playing or not. No mix herding on this server. We don't allow it. Herbivores are strong enough as it is. Oh. One moment, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, no mix herding, no mix packing. None of the things, none of the above. I have not seen any land dinos, and quite unfortunately, fish don't spawn, and dinos are just, oh no, just casually starving to death left and right. So they don't get to the point where they can be land dinos. Nope, they don't just magically spawn for me. It's quite disappointing. It would be thrilling to find a land dino every day of my life. However, I've only seen like two. Actually, I've seen technically one and fought it multiple times. Yeah, I mean, so with mix herding on here, they are not allowed to fight together. They're not allowed to hang out close enough that they're like cuddle puddling, but they can follow each other around and stuff at a distance. As soon as something gets attacked, though, the other herbivores are not allowed to do anything. If you're not a dryo, you cannot help the other dryos. Because especially with herbivore on anything else violence, if it's herbivores versus herbivores, then if you want a third party as a herbivore, you have to attack everything. If it's herbivores versus carnivores, if you come in as a herbivore, you have to attack everything. It is only fair and makes it so that it's more clear that you're not mix packing or mix herding. You can follow them. They should not be allowing you to eat if they're hanging around a corpse. But if you come in after they killed something and take food from it, or you sneak down and snatch something and then run away, like it's not going to be considered mix packing. A dead galley. All right, I'm going to take this. Um. Oh, you lost your Maya to Carnos today. That sucks. I mean, I don't really have extreme preferences. Honestly, the Isle is doing pretty well everything that I want from a dinosaur survival game at this point. They are making great strides. I I personally don't love the idea of humans coming into the game in the future, but that's just me. And when they're added, and depending on how they're added, I'm sure that I will get over it, because that's just how I am. If two carnivores attack something together or at once, they are gonna have to duke it out, because they're not allowed to fight one thing together. So they are going to have to, if they get the opportunity to bite, say, the raptor that's running past as they're also fighting a dibble, then they need to bite the raptor too. They can't just like let the raptors keep dealing damage unopposed. I mean, I'm gonna go see if I can find Thief. I won't be streaming for a lot longer. It's already 2:30 here. So I've got probably, I don't know, no more than an hour before I need to. I've got other things to get done today. But, I'm certainly not going to try and grow a 10 Cerato strong mega pack. I am running the Isle on a PC with a 5070 Ti, an i9 processor, and 64 gigabytes of RAM. It is indeed a beefy computer. Did I buy it specifically for playing the Isle? Absolutely, I did. You have the perfect breeding grounds for Serato nesting. Oh, I play a lot of Cerato, I'll be honest. Like a lot of Cerato. My favorite Dino though is Dilo. Not necessarily Dilo. I mean, I like I love the Dilo models for the game. Um Dilo has been my favorite though since Legacy. Am I playing other games apart from the Isle? Yeah, occasionally. I have a lot of games other than the Isle. We'll put it that way. I own a lot of games other than the Isle. Do I play them very often? No. But I own them. Oh, just pigs. Not on my diet, and I do not feel like waiting to waiting for them to rot. Dilo's my favorite. Actually, I play more Dilo than Raptor. I have today on stream was the first time I've played Raptor this patch. Oh no. Oh, oh good, it's Thief. Whew. Hi. Okay, I feel a lot safer now. I mean, actively, yeah. The Isle is my go-to game. I play it more than anything else. I'll play Rex when it releases on Horde Test, yeah. Not planning on playing it before then, though. Oh, I forget that it is the admin chat pops up for me. Oh, are all the raptors still there? There's rot this way. Maybe we should go for the rot. I think the rot would probably be a safer bet. And that way we can get bile. You got a trike to full grown. Oh, trike is a long grow. A very long grow. No, they don't like to give rough estimates. They thought that it would be done before now, but, you know, things happen. Making games is not easy. And bugs and chaos and all the things happen quite often. And so giving ETAs, and then especially when people get mad if they don't stick to it, is that they don't give ETAs anymore. You get mad if they don't stick to it. Oh yeah, Thief plays on here. Kids have gotten the dog riled up. Being chaos. No, I do not intend on doing a face cam at any point. I have kids, and I value my privacy. Oh, man. Yeah, no. Growing a trike on officials is just... I don't think it's ever going to be worth it with how bad the hacking is. Nothing like getting to 60% trike, spending, 8 or 9 hours getting there just to get killed by a one-tap hacking fresh spawn raptor. You reveal the chaos. Yes. I revel in the chaos. You know how it is. I don't revel in the mixpacker or the hackers. Honestly, I don't mind fighting small groups of mixpackers. I don't. It's entertaining and fun. The problem is they reached the point where there were a gazillion mixpackers always. So it wasn't even doable. Me pig. Maybe. Maybe. Gotta go around. Oh no, not a pigeon. Oh, I think it's right there, Thief. I can see it. Looks like a dead boar on the side of the cliff. How interested am I in outside the aisle? Honestly, whoa, whoa, made it. Oh. If I'm being completely honest, I have not watched very much anything when it comes to paleontology. I'm just here being a dinosaur gamer. I do, however. I don't know if any of you guys have seen, what's it called? Oh, there's Carnos down there. What's it called? Dead Sound. Dead Sound makes, animated things. That, yeah. He makes it. Sorry, it's getting hot in my office. I'm starting to lose my brain. I find Dead Sound's dinosaur animations amazing. Love it. 10 out of 10 stuff. No, I have not played Rex and have no intention of playing Rex until it comes out on Horde Test. Oh. Oh, that's another. Oh. It's fun. Got chaos happening. Oh, it's a galley. AI always sound closer than they appear. Whoa, man, I hate the lag here, and it's always a bit laggy in here. Yeah, you might actually, if you look through his comment sections, you probably will find me occasionally. Cerato there. Not me! I'm not food. Already been food once today. At the moment, the only admins that I might be looking for will be EU-based. But I am not exactly looking for applications at the moment, just because I don't know a lot of people that way. And I want the server to remain safe. Yeah. So the people that I bring on as admins have to be people that I know and trust, not to cause problems and admin abuse and all that kind of chaos. Who did? I suppose I'll bring in Leeple. There were Carnos and Raptors in by the lake. Pick me, I'm underqualified. You can go ask Thief. It is what? One of these days, yeah. One of these days we can go and commit chaos again. Life has just been very busy. Busy, busy, busy all the time. Everything is busy. Oh, lag. Love it. Oh. Did I name this Cerato? No, this one doesn't have a name. AI still spawn. AI spawn, not based on whether or not the server is full. They spawn based on, the amount that are currently there and a few other random things. At the moment, overall spawning is kind of borked. So. I'll call it Wilson. What if I want to call it Deborah? I should, that should be the name of my next, random thing. Name it Deborah. Yeah, you'll probably find less AI, on a very large popular server. Just because, other people are eating it. But I'm looking forward to Aloe. I want to go hunt stegos and not get one-tapped every single time I approach them. Rebecca. I have lots of Cerato skins. Only a few of them have names. My goodness, it is hot in my... Close the open it real quick. Is that vengeance in my... There's always vengeance. I seek vengeance on a daily basis. If I got big enough, fast enough, I would go hunt the canny raptors just because they exist and they dared touch my raptor while I was having fun. But fine. Oh, good. Beautiful. I'm glad you killed them earlier. Stinkers. They're silly. They are silly. I want to go northeast, but I feel like there's not going to be anything there. You guys were 30 seconds too late. Yeah, no, Thief got there in time. And by in time, I mean he showed up on his Cerato after I died and murdered them. Man, why can't I be big? I want to go kill some Carnos. Oh, I'm sure you were. Yeah, I started to move so that we wouldn't be overpacking, and then everybody got dropped by the Carnos, and then I turned around and suddenly, canny raptors. These things do happen. That is a Herrera. Screaming raptors. Okay, there are 2 Carnos ahead, potentially. See at least one. Please stop looking up. I will never stop looking up, okay? Oh, rip your Cerato. I saw you in the nearby, but... I don't know who the green one is. The Carno ditched. I don't want anything to do with us. Please bully some Carnos. I would love to bully some Carnos. We just have to find them first. And I need to be bigger than, you know, 26% grown. Otherwise, I'm just going to get 2-tapped by them. Oh, there he is. Get him! Like, sneak up behind him while he's drinking. Angry baby! Oh, that's scary. I should not be fighting this, but here we go. Whoa! My cheeks! Go. Oh, I know. I'm harassing the Carno because it's funny. Not because I think I can actually do anything to it. just gonna casually hide behind the rock for a moment. Yeah, no, Candy Raptor's got me coffee. As anticipated. Oh gosh. Galarinemus is scary. Oh good, they went up higher. Yeah, I mean, Thief killed him. They attacked his Cerato, and then I joined Thief on Cerato. Whoa! Okay, if anybody dies, I will just eat them. Get him! Oh yeah. Cannibalism happens even more often on Cerato than on anything else, so I'm not too worried about it. At least on Cerato I can actually fight back. They don't just, like, you know, pin me, and I can't do anything. Make a video with coffee. Maybe one of these days, if we run into each other naturally in the wild. Okay. I'm a little bit injured. I think I'll take a moment and sit. Yep, on Cerato I always assume other Ceratos are cannibals. And, I do my best to just simply not let them get near me. And if they do get near me, I will fight to the death. I am happy to hit first. If they seem even remotely suspicious. Look at him go. Can Cera 1v1 a Carno? Yeah, absolutely it can. Where'd he go? He's gotta be getting low on bleed. Or where? No, I think this Carno is enjoying the chaos. Oh, he's down there. Whoops. He went down, this way, this way. Oh, there you go. Made it to adult. That's the way to do. Yeah, he's gotta be getting close to bleeding out at this rate. He's puked like 4 times. Thieves' blood. Oh, blood. Doo-doo. It was. Nope. There we go. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, you still have to be careful. Even with your body buff and stuff as a Cerato. Because Carnos can do quite a bit. But they can't charge you if you're standing over a body and holding your charge bite. So... I feel like bro is just... Yeah, I don't smell any more blood. Oh, he gone. Yeah, he may be hiding in a bush. I didn't smell any more blood trail or footprints, so... Yeah, he's gotta be, pretty injured. Got away. Oof. This is Island Canyon. There he is! Oh, another Cerato. Uh, yeah, he's letting us know he's out there. That's fine. I just need to get 2% more and then I'll have my gastro healing and I cannot be injured. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Gastroliths empty your stomach. Oh, slowly. It allows you to get more diets. Oh no, I'm not gonna reach full grown before the end of the stream. I've already been streaming for 3 hours, so we'll probably wrap it up here in the next, like, 25 minutes. My opinion on meta mutations, I use them all the time. And will continue to do so as long as they are the ones that help me fight best. Oh, it's a trike. Oh, he coming for us. Nice. Get him, boys! Need to eat something. Oh, it's just the galley. Yeah, really bad terrain for fighting a trike, unfortunately. We'll just get ourselves killed if we try. I am glad you've enjoyed watching the Goofy Goober streaming. I don't do it very often, but when I do, it's fun. Yes, that's very much what trike is. Wishing that things would fight you, but nobody will because you're too strong. Reasons why I kind of enjoy the overpacking on here, because at least then you get like a pack of 10 ceratos all trying to hunt one adult trike. Great. Gives them something to be worried about. You should name one of them Cera, after my favorite raptor existence. Yep, this is my server. Tons of fun. I enjoy it. Hipsies are fun-ish. They just... The problem with things like Hipsy and Dryo and stuff is they're really, really difficult to make an interesting to watch video on. Because you can only really do so much. Like, a lot of my content is focused around the fighting and the PvP stuff. And though I tell a story with it, you know, it's not always... Like, even the story itself is focused around the trials that my animal goes through in its life as it's growing and as it's existing. And so, as a Hipsy, you know, you get moments of scary, and as a Dryo, you get moments of scary, but there's no major victories or anything that happen in their lives. It's pretty much like, you know, I got chased by raptors, and then I escaped. But I didn't actually technically interact with them other than running away. Oh, Kira. K-I-R-A. Kira. I mean, I think some Hipsies on Horde Test killed a Carno by spitting on it a gazillion times. But it was a gigantic group of Hipsies, and they harassed that Carno for I don't know how long. Yeah, pretty much. The most exciting thing you can do as a Dryo or a Hipsy is just nesting. And that's, you know... It's one of those, like, it is what it is kind of a deal. And maybe when we get some smaller predators that we can actually fight back against, you know, like, Dryo versus Trudon can be really fun. As long as it's a 1v1. As soon as it's anything more, those Trudon, that Trudon will absolutely annihilate the Dryo with, like, 4 pounces. I don't know what happened with the Carno. I just heard the tale of the Carno killing Hipsies. Like Bapi is the same way. There's not enough happening in the water right now to be that exciting. Oh yeah, I'll go look at the pictures after the live stream. I'm sure that they are adorable. We have 8 chickens ourselves. Yeah, like Dryo is only fun for so long before I'm over it. It's kind of the same with Hipsy. It's the same with Pteranodon. Like it's fun for a little while and then I get bored. Let's go see if there's anything in Northeast. Bapi and Dino can coexist. The Dino cannot protect the Bapi in any way if it is attacked. And they can't, like, cuddle together or anything. Like, if a Dino wants to allow a Bapi to exist in his pond in order to, make it so that, you know, people are less afraid of getting a drink, then that's fine. But if the Bapi goes on land, if the Bapi gets, like, if a raptor jumps in and kills the Bapi, the Dino can't just, like, get in the way to try and stop the raptor from killing the Bapi. He can eat the raptor, I guess, but that's just the natural order of existing in a thing. Yeah, herbivores can canny, and there are very few rules in this server that restrict gameplay in any way. It's pretty much no mix packing, no mix herding, and only up to 10 in a group. And then, of course, we've had issues with people jumping in voice chats to get location on other people so that they can kill them, and so that is no longer allowed. Because it's just really scummy behavior. Yeah, it really, in general, just kind of my opinion is just don't be a turd. Consider other players when you are playing on the server, because all you're doing by being a complete nincompoop is making the other players not want to come back on the server. And so over time, all you're doing is decreasing the population of the server and killing off the server entirely. Because nobody wants to be treated like garbage the first time they jump into a server. Or in general. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, I find herbivores fighting each other incredibly refreshing. I think that it adds a lot to the herbivore gameplay. It makes their lives not nearly so easy, and gives them something else to do than just, like, stand around eating grass and hoping that some pack of carnivores will attack them. Instead, it's like, oh, Well, I'm a solo dibble and this herd of penos just came into my patrol. Now my food is scarce because they're eating it all. And they've decided that I eat too much and now they are attacking. It's much more interesting. Tips for identifying hackers. Um, excessive amounts of speed. The most prevalent hack that I have come across in recent months is the one-tap hack, and there's nothing you can do about it. They run up, they hit you one time, you die. And usually they're like a fresh spawn Troodon or Raptor, so you don't even see them approaching, and they will just one-tap you. The most recent one that I dealt with on officials was a ESP speed hacking, one-tap hacking Dilo. No, baby Carno. He was a baby Carno. And so I swam across a river to try and escape him so that I could log out, and he caught up to me. And knowing that I could probably reach him as he was swimming before he could reach me, he then turned on his long bite damage hack thing so that he could hit me from a distance in order to kill me. Yeah, Pteranodons with one-tap hacks, that was actually one of the first things that I dealt with on this server, were 2 Pteranodons using the one-tap hack. And they decided, because of course they did, to target me first. And so they killed me as I was logging out, and then killed like 5 or 6 Carnos. And then both got banned. And all of the Carnos got regrown, and I regrew, and everything was fine. So all they did was inconvenience me and a few other people for like 5 minutes before they were banned. I mean, the hackers are on all servers, honestly. It usually takes about 10 minutes after I log in for me to get attacked by hackers. It's really goofy. Reasons why this server now exists, because I couldn't play the game. They had finally reached the point where I was no longer able to have fun playing my favorite game. And that was hard. It was really frustrating. Because it is my favorite game. Yes, they were definitely hacking if you died in 4 bites. As an adult stego? No. No. At maximum full charge bite with damage mutations, I'm pretty sure Cerato can only do like up to 400 damage. And even if he hits you in the head perfectly, and full charge bite, and all of the things, it still would not 4-tap an adult stego. Yeah, no, I haven't been back on officials since... pretty well since the server opened. It's just not worth it to me because I literally can't play the game. They won't let me play the game. Oh. Penos. I am not exactly big enough to be fighting adult tennis, especially 2 of them. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Because of ESP, they can quite easily see who it is that they're attacking and target target people specifically. There was one case where I'm quite sure that he knew it was me. But what do? Make your own server, I guess. So close. We'll just all cycle until somebody manages to get up there and then they get themselves killed. Yeah, I would like to hope that someday I can make an EU server as well, but at the moment I'm sticking to just what I have, which is this one little NA server. Oh, you got up there! Get him! Bite him! Make him puke! Get him! That was funny. Yes, it's the Cera cell. Oh, I slipped a bit. Hello, Zappy. Yeah, officials are just unfortunately quite a bit too toxic these days. Popcorn. Meow. Oh, I mean, a VPN probably wouldn't do much, honestly, because they're not necessary. That they get your Steam ID, they get your name, there you are. Oh, for getting on the server, no, VPN won't change your ping, because your ping is based on how close you are to the server. Get him, boys! Get him, boys! So goofy. Ooh, almost got stuck. Oh, I thought he got up there again. I was gonna laugh. Whee! Oh, I made it! I bit him in the face! Ugh, rude. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Goodness, you're down for so long when you get knocked down now. Rather silly. He's hit me every single time. Yeah, they're going. It's good times. Highly amusing. Incredibly silly gameplay right now, but you know. One of these times. One of these times I'm gonna get back up there. It'll happen. Yes, I have seen the new Jurassic World movie. I swear, every time. Look, a baby Carno. Hey you, come here. Oh, I start chuffing and it screws with my, running time, apparently. Gonna do it. I got up there once. Run from the right side? Like, when I landed up there, I got right here. Oh, the other tenno's logging. Silly. They're a little more to the right. Whoops. Well, that's not where I want to be. Silly. Silly. This is silly. Yeah, one of them logged out. They chuff every time you, if like, there's a corpse nearby. It makes you chuff if there's a corpse plus other people nearby. Something is dying over there. Oh, I almost made it that time. Where am I? Oh, I'm wounded. I've taken just a few tail slams, it's fine. Did I hear McDonald's brought back the snack wrap? I mean, I heard. I've never had a snack wrap, though. Another raptor. Clearly something that I need to practice a gazillion times. Get to the point where I can do it perfectly every time, that's what I need. Yep. Oh, now he's trying to kick us. Whoopsie, that was not a great one. Oops. Bounced off each other. Did I find a way to fix AI spawns? Yeah, it's called I disabled turtles. Pretty much all I did. Disabled turtles and increased the overall spawn frequency. Just because they were over-spawning things. And now it spawns just... Alright, 2 more jumps and then I am calling it. I have got to get other stuff done today. Whee! Oh, he got up! Not for long, but he got up! Oh, goodness. Goofy. Alright. I'm gonna go hide myself in a bush. And call it a day. Well, I am gonna call it. Thank you for joining in all of my goofy shenanigans. And we will see you guys. Have fun.